Hello, everybody. So, today is the first episode of my many episodes of North and South nodes conjunction with other planets. So, we're going to start the series off by North Node Rahu in conjunction with other planets. And this is actually a suggestion that you guys gave me. I forgot the name of this person. I think her name is Gloria. She's on my Facebook page. She's the one who I believe she's the one who actually gave me this suggestion. I'm just not sure if that's her name. Completely went out of my mind, so I apologize for that. But, if you have ideas of what I should be making, hey, leave the comment below. But she gave me this great suggestion to do North Node Rahu conjunct with every planet. So today we're going to tackle the very first planet of the zodiac, it's the sun. What happens when Rahu is in conjunction with the sun? Well, first of all, you want to know what Rahu is. Rahu is pretty much the malefic illusion that is in our lives. Okay, Rahu represents obsession, but it represents a negative kind of obsession to attain your desire through any means, whether illegal or not. It wants it, and it wants it now. Rahu is that illusion, that smoke, that you think something is there, but it's not. You think you're going in the right direction, but Rahu steers you off in a different direction, but it gives the same scene in the other direction as well, thinking that you're going the right way. So people get lost with Rahu impacting them, severely. And what is sun? Well, sun is the king. The sun is someone who follows the law. Sun is somebody that, respects the elderly people. Sun is power. Sun is your ego, and sun is your reputation. Sun represents government. It represents government authority. It represents somebody with, true and honest authority, depending upon if the sun is well placed. The true nature of the sun we're talking about here. Sun represents father figures or father itself. So these are the sun's quality. Now, very simple. When you bring Rahu eclipse on the sun, so when Rahu and Sun are in conjunction, especially 6 degrees from one another, Rahu puts an eclipse on the Sun. Meaning, what happens in this eclipse? Sun is, behind the moon, and all you see is this black shadow of the fiery side of the Sun. So when Rahu and Sun comes into conjunction, first of all, the relationship with the father suffers a lot. Father might be absent in your life. You might have a father who have left you since the early age, or your father passed away very early because this eclipse was on the sun in your horoscope. And it's not your fault if this has happened. It's just this was the karmic thing that was going to be happening to your father. Okay, you're just a part of the chess game. So the relationship with the father gets ruined. Another thing that happens, this person, it's most of the time, especially when Rahu and Sun are in the 10th house, 2nd house, 7th house, and 9th house, these people get into trouble with the law. And I'm sorry, especially the 12th house as well. So Sun and Rahu conjunction brings legal government trouble to this person. This person, like you may cheat the government with taxes. You may commit a crime where the government, comes after you. You may cheat people. You might, work for a government sector. You might cheat somebody there. And next thing you know, you're going to jail because of that. And your reputation gets ruined in your workplace because Sun represents the professional authority places. And when Rahu is there with the Sun, although it could give you a government job, but it's going to ruin your name there. You're going to create a lot of enemies. So Rahu and Sun conjunction does this thing. Rahu and Sun conjunction also makes a person disrespect their elders, disrespect their kingly authorities that they come in contact with. So people who work in the government sector or people who are working at any multinational company, they don't take authority that well. They lose their control of the mind. So this person, cannot take authority very well. They're not able to respect their elders. They're always trying to find a way to overpower their elders and overpower the people in authority. Like they're always just, they become rebel. And especially in the 12th, first or second house, it gives a lot of unnecessary anger, especially, domestic violence cases, cases where father and son get into, fist fights and all of these things. This is also especially seen from when Sun and Rahu come into conjunction. So these are it's a very common sense to understand the conjunctions when they happen. It gets complicated when you have 3 planetary conjunctions. We'll get to that later on. But pretty much Rahu puts an eclipse on the sun up to 35 years. So for the first 35 years, if your father is alive, the relationship will start out really bad. But with time, after 35, Rahu removes his eclipse over the sun. And that's when everything becomes better. You not only get better relations with the father, but also you're able to get respect in government sectors. You're able to understand and respect your authorities. Okay? And you're able to have less of an ego, because Rahu and Sun conjunction makes a person so egoistic. It's like nobody can stand this person. They think they're the best. They think they're the superstars. They walk in the room, they need to be respected. That's what happens with Sun and Rahu conjunction. Just understand that whenever you have this in your horoscope, the easiest way to get over this conjunction is to start respecting your fatherly figures. Because as soon as you do that, Rahu starts to lose its power. Because Rahu wants you to not respect your elders. Rahu wants you to do things where you get in trouble with the government. So if you break through these things, if your mind is strong enough to have good relations with the father, have good relations with your elders and your bosses and the government authorities, not cheat people out, the effects will slowly start to decrease. If Sun and Rahu are in Upacha houses, 3, 6, 10, and 11, the relationship of Rahu and Sun gets better with time. And it always is releasing itself between 30 and 35 anyway. But in Upacha houses, it just gets a lot more help in breaking away from that eclipse, that shadow of Rahu. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about this conjunction is that Rahu inflates Sun's ego, because Rahu is also about expansion, but it's about huge illusionary expansion. So when Rahu and Sun come together, it makes a person very power hungry. This person will do whatever it takes to gain authority in the sector or in the house that Rahu and Ketu are placed in. So if Rahu and Sun, if Rahu and Sun are placed in the 7th house, this person is going to want to dominate over their spouses, want to dominate over their legal partnerships. If the same conjunction is in the 2nd house, this person is going to want to dominate, be the head of the family, and they'll do whatever it takes to be, in the forefront of their family. If it's in the 5th house, they're going to want to dominate their kids. So it all becomes becomes a dominative obsession. In the 10th house, they want to go higher up in the company. They'll do whatever it takes. They'll cheat people. They'll screw people, and they'll gain power in becoming a CEO of a company. Okay, and we'll tackle some of these CEOs because most of them do have this. So this was my basic analysis on the conjunction of Sun and Rahu, and we're going to be next week. I'm going to do Rahu and Moon. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to my channel, subscribe above because I got tons of stuff to talk about. And if you want to know more about astrology, check out my link below. Thank you.